Hello and good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sonia and I want to talk to you a little bit about what to do if you like all different styles of art like I do. I don't have one style of art that I just stick to, and I think this is a problem that a lot of artists come to, especially if you're just doing it for your own self or your own hobby, or maybe you want to become a professional artist. We come across this thing where we've got to have a style, or we've got to do one type of art or use one medium that we're really good at. And I come across this all the time in myself where I feel like I need to just concentrate on one style or one medium, otherwise I'm never going to be like a professional artist. And I think a lot of us struggle with this. So what do we do if we like all different styles of art? I'm going to say just go with it. Just do it. Do what you love. That's the answer. And my love is all sorts of different styles of art, different mediums. I'm not one of these people that can stick to one medium and one genre of art. And I will show you some of the things I've been doing this past week or two. So most of these are in my sketchbooks, and then I'll show you a finished really large painting that I've done. But anyway, this one's a little one I just did in some, I think this was acrylic. I think this was acrylic. It was either acrylic or acrylic wash. And this is from the Botanical Collective on Instagram. It was a challenge to do this little dog in front of these flowers. Oh yeah, sorry, I wrote on here what it is. It's gouache, watercolor and oil pastel for the dog. So that's a little one I did, and I had heaps of fun with it. So lots of mixed media on this. I love doing Instagram challenges because that's what they are. They're challenges and they're meant to challenge you, and you can do whatever you like. You know, you've got a photo reference and, you know, just go for it. Just grab whatever you feel like. You know, you might feel like doing it in pencil, you know, or one colored pencil, the whole thing, like one tone. But they're challenges, so I like to do them once in a while. So I did this little dog. And then I went to a completely different style. This one here is by a man called Robert. Now, I did write his name down somewhere. Robert Joyner. So it's a Robert Joyner study. He's on YouTube and he does these very loose, wonderful, I think it's acrylic he uses. It could be oil as well, I'm not quite sure. But he does these really loose jars, food jars, like tomato sauce. I decided to do soy sauce. And I just really wanted to try his style. And it was so much fun. It's so loose. And I did these for an entire week. Just to get the feel for them. So I'll get you that sketchbook. I actually did it in my big A3 sketchbook. So I spent a week doing these. A week is pretty long for me to do anything. Hopefully you can see. Like I said, it's huge A3, so it barely fits on the camera unless I get it out of my holder there. So this is the first two I did with the tomato sauce. So this one here, and then I did this one here. And this is where I decided to grab a palette knife. And I thought, because he likes being very loose, I thought I can't get loose enough. So how do I get loose? I grabbed the palette knife and went for it. I actually ripped through my paper a bit, so I had to glue two pieces of paper together because I went crazy on it. This is my second one. So this one I decided just to get my soy sauce out of the fridge there, and I just went for it again. So just kind of learning his techniques really, and then try to incorporating it into my own. This is my maple syrup out the cupboard. Oh, this is so much fun. This is acrylic paint, but it's got so much texture on here with the palette knife. And I bought some paint in Australia. It's by Montmartre, which is an Australian brand, and they've come out with a dimension acrylic. So it's thicker than their normal acrylic. So their normal acrylic is this one here. So they just do a satin acrylic. But their dimension acrylic is thicker and creamier, butterier, so you can make these nice marks and get a bit of texture. So I really love doing these. Then this was a challenge on Instagram. I'm trying to think who it was by. I didn't write it down, sorry, but it was something like food still lifes or something like that, and there was this Matisse spicy wild sardines on the shelf in the photo. Oh, stuff's coming off. Yeah, really had a ball doing this again using my palette knife. So I've never used a palette knife before, so these were a lot of fun. Then this one's some mild American mustard made in Australia from Master Foods. Oh, now this is like I've actually put like mustard on the page. Check this out. Oh, can you see that texture on there? I just love this texture. Look at that. Gloopy, yummy, all palette knife. So I did that one. I'll try to flick through a bit quicker because I've got lots of different styles of things I've been doing. Then I did Nutella, my favourite food in the whole wide world since I was about 6 years old. And then the last one I did was the bread and butter cucumbers. Had a ball with this one. And if you can see, you see all the like cucumber slices in there. Yeah, so much fun. I really love this style, but after 7 days, because I love all different styles of art, I had to change things up again. So then, get back to my other sketchbook. I did another one in here. I think this is one of the first ones I did. This was with the paintbrush still. So yeah, I wrote down here Robert Joyner study, and this sketchbook here I'm just going to put in studies. So this is not my artwork, this is going to be studies of other people's artwork. So this here was all done in acrylic as a still life, and this is a study from Maddie Grace, and she's on Instagram. I absolutely love her art, go check her out. Yeah, I just wanted to study her painting and see how she does it and how she works really, and how her brush strokes are. And it was so much fun. And I really wanted to learn how to paint these loose glass items. So that's what I was really looking at. And then this tin can at the back here. I really, really loved doing this. So that's all I've got in here so far, but I thought I would keep this for studies of other people's artwork, because, you know, that's a really good way to learn, is to study other people's art, study their brush strokes, their colours they use. You'll find with Maddie Grace that a lot of her works have got these same sort of green tones in them, greeny blue. So this is for that. And then I've got my everyday sketchbook here, which I've shown before in previous videos, but my latest ones are these. So this, if you see my last video, is a landscape of an area that I walk my dog at in the middle of town. And I've done this painting so many times. I think I've done it like, this is probably the 4th or 5th one now, and I've done it in all different styles. So there it is in another sketchbook. This one's with gouache, and then this one's with acrylic paint. And I don't know, there's something about the trees and there's something about the shadows, and I just have a lot of fun with it. It's not a masterpiece painting, but I just really love doing it. So then again, another Instagram study. I don't think I showed you this one in the last video. I think it was after that. But this is from Mugs and More Art. And actually, I think I did show you this in the last video. But this was a still life. I changed it a little bit, added this red and blue table here with the big dots, but these two are the same as the image. A lot of fun. Acrylic paint. Again, another study of this soy sauce container. And then totally different now, guys. This here is all acrylic, and normally I use my acrylic like really thick, like I just talked about the Dimension acrylic paint. But this one needed to be painted just with watered down thinner acrylic paint. And this is a study I did. I should have done it in my other book, but I hadn't got my other sketchbook yet. But this is by Alfred Daniels study. So if you look at Alfred Daniels, he does a lot of these beach scenes with fishermen, and they're sort of what I call, I guess, folk art style. I don't know if that's the word for it, but it's the closest I can think of. And I really love that flat looking style of painting as well. I don't know if yeah, all I can call it is like it looks flat to me. Yeah, I guess because there's no real shadows put in anything. I did change this, so I guess, yeah, it's good that it's not in my sketchbook with the master studies, because I did change it. So this man was here with a bucket, with the pipe and the hat, but he didn't have this little girl here. So I added her, and this man over here was bending over like this, but I added that he had caught a fish. So I tried to change it a bit, and I added this castle, this sand castle in the background as well. So it's kind of like, you know, more of a family type beach, I guess. And maybe this is the boat that, you know, Grandpa and the little girl are about to go on. But in Alfred Daniels' picture, he has a few more fishermen, and there's some net, I think, that they are spreading out or fixing up or whatever. So I just wanted to change it a bit. But yeah, I'm really happy how it turned out. So I wanted to try that style. So after that, I decided to do another sort of flat painting. So I did this one here, and this is actually from a photo of mine. And it's of a place called Edithburgh here in South Australia. And we used to have a shack right on the jetty. So if you were to look to your left of this area, there would be a jetty, and that would be our front window looking out towards the jetty. But if you came out to the decking or the veranda and you look to your right, you would see this beach cove coming in, and there just happened to be these 3 boats sitting there on the shore, and they actually happen to be these colours. So I just had to paint this scene with the little pink boat and the dark navy boat and the turquoise boat. It was just picture perfect. And so they have these wind farm turbines. I guess they're called turbines. I don't know if they have them in America, but like for wind farms, they have a wind farm there, and you can just see two in the horizon. But if you drive further up the coast, they have a whole farm of them. And then some little houses peeking out from the shrubbery. And then if you go along the side of our house, there is some windows, and these sort of shrubs are in front of the windows. So I had amazing fun with this. I love this style as well. And it really kind of reminds me of Fairfield Porter as well in a way. Sometimes I look at his paintings and see they're very flat as well. So as you can see, I'm loving all different styles of art and painting, and this is how I keep invigorated every day to do art, because I don't get bored. I'm not saying other people get bored just doing their one style of art, but I would. And I'm sure there's other people out there as well that sort of are looking for other people like me who love all different sorts of art. So that's why I thought I would make this video, to show you that you're not alone, and it doesn't mean you're not a proper artist if you know, like to dabble in all different things. Again, this was an Instagram challenge, the Room Portrait Club. And I don't normally do room portraits, but this one just looked so just bizarre. And I have to say that it was the light coming in from this, I guess there was a window here, light coming in onto this sofa that attracted me to it. And I really love how I did this coffee table with the fruit. I love that piece. It's probably my favorite part of the whole painting. And then I had so much fun doing these cushions and the plants. And then last of all, I did the background, which was really detailed. And I kind of went a little wonky. But that wasn't, I did the background the next day, and it wasn't as much fun for me. I don't know, I think I had lost the, you know, when you get into a rhythm and you're like, yes, like everything's going perfect, it's all, you know, it's all working out wonderfully, and it all goes, you know, it's all the same, like, you know, the essences, and you're just on a roll and you're just going for it. And I did all this, and then I thought, oh, you know, it's the end of the day, I have to go cook dinner. So then I come back the next day to do this, and it was gone. I just lost that momentum. So I guess it's sort of like a little lesson for me to, like, if I'm doing a sketchbook page this big, like, try to finish it in the one session. But yeah, I'm happy with it overall. So that's that one. And then I did do this one. This is just on a bit of A4 300 GSM paper. And I saw this idea on Instagram as well. And it's where you get a photo and you paint out the rest of it. So it's like artist Photoshop. And you make a scene of it. So this photo here was actually myself and my husband with this huge crocodile. It was actually at a crocodile park. This, of course, is like a statue replica thing. And it was actually at a reptile park. But I made it look like we were on the beach, and it's so fantastic that it actually had this warning sign about the crocodile, so it actually does look like we're on the beach, which in certain parts of Australia, not where I am, but Queensland and Darwin, there are lots and lots of beaches where you cannot go on the beach because there are crocodiles. But yeah, I kind of just painted that all out to make it look like one big scene, and this was so much fun as well, trying to get the colors to match up to the photo, and you know, trying to get it so that you can't really see that where the photo starts and ends. It was so much fun. I absolutely loved this, and probably do another one of these at some stage. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my finished painting I did 2 days ago. I worked on it for 2 days. I'll go get it for you. Okay, so this is the big one I was talking about. It's sitting here on my dining table. I have to zoom up over my head to get the whole thing in here. This was incredibly fun, and you know, if you've been working sketchbooks for a long time, which I have, to get out this huge piece of paper and just get out your big brushes, and I got out my huge palette knife and just go for it. It was amazingly fun. So all these flowers I did with my palette knife, and I love how loose they came out and the texture. And I got in there and scraped in the paint as well. Look at this one. So yummy. And I just wanted to make it feel like, you know, people want to reach out and touch it. And then because I'm always a little bit, I love whimsical things, I added the little tiger, which was, what's her name? I follow Emily Powell, so it was inspired by her painting, where she has like little tigers and things in some of her paintings I absolutely love. So I added this tiger here. He is so damn cute. Again, I did him with the palette knife, nice and loose. And then I've got the shadow of the pot. Yeah, so I finished this one, and this one is, I've just got it sitting on top of a frame that I'm about to put it in now. And this is going to go in our little, we have I don't know if you call them granny flats in America, but it's like a little, we've got a second house out the back of our house that we're doing up to hire out. And this is going to be the artwork on one of the walls. And then, so this here is what I'm working on at the moment. It's in its very starter stages. I'm feeling my way around. So this background color I'm changing. I don't like the background color. I think it's too deep, too dark. I want to lighten that up. I'm not sure about the little rainbow thing happening in the background, whether that will stay or not. It may do. I'm thinking of adding some bees to this, some little bees and butterflies perhaps, to make it fun and whimsical. I may add something down here, and I've got to add my water to my glass jar. But that's something I'm working on that's big at the moment. Yes, so this is all about, here's some of my supplies, some oil pastel that I've been adding here. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that, you know, use your sketchbooks, you then go huge, do different styles, do what you, make what makes you happy on the day. And no one can say you're not an artist because you don't have a particular style. Just go for it, everybody, and have fun. And I hope you subscribe, and please drop us a comment if you've enjoyed my video, and I shall be back in a week or two with another one. Have a great day, everyone, and get painting. Bye.